Well, from asking a digital assistant to update your shopping list to your robot vacuum cleaner learning your behaviour, artificial intelligence, AI, is everywhere. It's moved far beyond auto-correcting your texts and personalising your social media algorithm.
Yeah, in recent years, AI has transformed the medical industry, yet at the same time, it's helping scammers con people with deepfakes. And it's said to be taking our jobs. So how can we adapt and utilise it safely when, with every positive impact, there's a negative one just around the corner? And to tell us more, we welcome back tech expert and author Tracy Sheen. So good to see you, Tracy.
Hello. Hi, Tracy.
Where are we seeing the positive benefits of AI? Because we often hear about the negatives, but it is making a difference out there.
Absolutely, and you've probably seen some in the vet industry, but certainly medical is an area that is making huge leaps and bounds, from being able to recognise chest x-rays or breast x-rays much quicker and with much more positive results than what humans can, through to epilepsy, even, hearing difficulties, or being able to create a more inclusive workspace.
On the flip side of that, though, there are some dangers in this AI world. There is a computer-generated vet out there who's fooling everyone in the medical world. Let's take a look at this.
Bloody hell, mate. If your dog's breath smells like sewage, it's not their teeth, mate, it's their gut. Growing up with station dogs in Australia, I'm going to tell you what actually slows a dog down, because it isn't age and it isn't laziness, and you can fix it today.
He does not exist, and that's filled a lot of people. I get a lot of messages about that guy and his information, whether it's accurate. So he's a fake one. There's also a Miami doggy daddy, I believe, as well. Are we going to see more of this? And what checks and balances do we need to put in place to make sure the medical advice, the veterinary advice, is actually accurate? Yeah,
absolutely. And I think the interesting thing for me is this is where you always need to have your humans that you go back and consult with. I'm not going to take the advice of an Instagram influencer. I'm going to go back to my vet or my GP and double check that information, because I want to make sure that I'm doing right by my family. So skepticism. We all need to be sceptical. If something seems overly enthusiastic or overly emotional, they're usually triggers to kind of go, hang on a minute.
Or you use mate 7 times in one sentence.
Actually.
Well, it's clearly triggered something in you, that.
Threatened much? No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine with it. It's all okay. He's going to get a lot of likes and a lot of follows.
Yeah, he's stealing followers away from you, Chris. Another danger is deepfakes. You want to share something with us? You've brought this to our attention. Let's have a look at this thing.
Amazing what technology can do these days, isn't it? All you need are a couple of pictures, like the ones you share on social media, where they can be taken and used by everybody.
Yeah, this is a commercial from a fair few years ago, actually. It was a Dutch telecommunications company. So take us through what was happening there. It was just basically to demonstrate, especially with putting your kids' photos online.
Absolutely, and this is something that, my grandbabies, my nieces, my nephews, I'm like, please don't do this, because you can see how easily this can be manipulated now. A quick couple of images, a quick voice grab, and, they can run away and create deepfakes. I think for me, it's not that we need to concern ourselves with celebrity deepfakes so much. It's kids. It's more things that could be closer to home that we could much more easily be caught up in.
What can we do to protect ourselves? I mean, is there a situation where we shouldn't be uploading photos of ourselves to AI chat engines, because they could then be turned around and used against us in a way? Yeah,
it's a little bit the horse has bolted on that one, sorry. But so I think now it's really that scepticism. If you see something that is overly emotional or causes the heart to kind of flutter, pause and start to develop maybe another form of communication with your own family to say, look, if something like this happens, I'm going to text you or call you separately just to double check. Don't automatically assume that what you've seen or heard is actually going on.
I know it's too late, but I actually hate living in a world now where I'm questioning everything I'm seeing, because I actually don't know if it's real or not. Like, could be you know, an earthquake in Japan.
Everything.
Normally you would go, oh, there's been an earthquake in Japan. Now I'm like, I don't even know if that's happened.
Absolutely.
Because it's a pool fence breaking on top of a hotel. So what do we do about it?
Yeah, it really is coming back to that critical
Skepticism,
thinking,
I know, but
skepticism.
I don't know. But is that enough?
It's some of that regulation piece as well. I think we do need to be talking about, it's gone beyond a technology thing or an IT thing, that it's more consumer-led now. It's that consumer-led
What about
regulation.
jobs, our jobs? We're told AI is coming for our jobs. Where are we in that sort of space?
Definitely we're seeing some movement around job displacement, but a lot of what's happening at the moment is the people that aren't leaning in or aren't kind of going, OK, I at least need to know about this, they're the ones that are probably on the chopping block first. Data-driven, that type of repetitive work is more likely to go quicker. However, that relationship-building human connection, that is becoming far more valuable now. So leaning into those skills of being able to connect human to human and allow the AI to take the minutiae of the work that we don't enjoy.
Tracy, we want to ask you about President Trump's image, now since deleted, that shocked the world yesterday, of himself as Jesus. Is this kind of thing actually helpful because it helps, in some way, people to understand what AI is capable of and gives us a few pointers on how to spot it? I mean, obviously, it's a ridiculous generated image, but are there some clues in there that will help people in the future?
My face has subtitles, so thank you. I call this AI slop. And to me, this is the really good entry point to your point, Kylie, about, well, what do we do? How do we tell? This is the really obvious stuff that we can go, OK, this is clearly... And I think this is part of what we're starting to see a lot more of, too, these kind of very obvious generated images, very obvious generated text. To your point earlier, you were saying, you know, are you being triggered? There are some words now we're starting to see, like if I see actually come up several times, genuinely, embed, you know, the little hyphens, the M dashes, those types of things, I'm automatically going, OK, someone's not doing their role properly, and this is AI slop.
OK. OK, Tracy, thank you so much. It's everywhere. It's all around us.